Aloha, Hezekiah. Tell you what, if your brother Jedediah wants to watch anything that you're doing, I hope you have time to teach him how to do this stuff. What we're going to talk about today is just a little explanation of what you did. You're starting to see the fretboard movable. F major is a great chord to teach where to go from. It's a pivot chord, in my opinion, and it's a great way to explain major and minor relativity that's outside the eyes of C major. Blah, 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 blah. What did all that mean? It means when we play C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then C again, we're exhibiting those 7 diatonic notes we were talking about. Now, on the board today, we talked about all the notes in the chromatic scale, meaning there are 12 notes that float through there. When we have A, we have A sharp, then we have B, and our naturally occurring half step takes B to C. C goes to C sharp, thusly completes our first spider exercise. Boop, 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 at the 5. We have a D, then a D sharp, you guessed it, we're having an E, and then develops our next naturally occurring half step to a F. B to C, beep boop, and then E to F. After F is where our spider ends, and we have F sharp, G, G sharp, and when we land our last finger, A, that's our octave. Where they all start over again. A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat. So the concept why I said C sharp or D flat this time is if I go to the A up top, boom, 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 I can go backwards, and rather than calling them sharp names and natural notes, I'm going to call them flat names and natural notes. Here we go. A flat. Oh, let me do the spiders though. A flat, G, G flat, F flat? It's an E. We're gonna go to an E flat, D, and then our first mechanism, D flat, C, C flat, it's still a B, B flat, and then A. Each string can do that magic, so if we know that this is the G string, it's just naming them in different places. We got the G about, I don't know, right here, so it's the same thing. G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. When we keep doing that over and over and over again, we start to get more familiar with the fretboard. That's enough of that nonsense though. Ready? Here are the chords where we're in the C major. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, C major. When we go to F, it has one flat. That flat is B flat, which is not in the key of C. Therefore, what we learn about the B flat is that if we were to play a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, it would change our do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It moves our whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step out of the way. It makes it cattywampus. It creates another mode called Mixolydian, which uses 7th chords, dominant chords, using the 7th as a minor, but we'll talk about that in a couple weeks. As far as today, what I'd like you to see is through the eyes of F major, what all the chords are. Here's an F major. To get a G minor, we're gonna take our F major shape and we're gonna go up and make the same shape above it, and then lay down our 3rd finger on the G note. What we do is we're seeing this as being a G major and then a G minor. The concept is the shape that you use to make the F major is the same shape you use all over the fretboard. This one just happens to be right now. And then we put our finger down and listen to the difference between a G major and a G minor. So practice that. F major, G minor, you know what comes next. A minor, the only flat in the key of F is B flat, which we play by putting a finger on 2 notes. playing a C at the second fret for the D note, and then playing a B flat, which this is a B flat and that's a B flat right there, giving us our major fourth. If this is how we play a major, means we can slide that up for our next chord, which is the same exact thing but a whole step away. This might blow your mind, but this is a C major. That is a C major. This C major, I'm able to make staccato. I can cut off the volume and the noise and the frequency and the tone and everything just like that. With this one, if I pull my finger away, the 3 open strings still resonate as legato. Therefore, this is what I use to go. And this is what I use to make noise while I'm filling in sound. Hope that made sense. F, G minor, A minor, B flat major, C major. We're gonna go play the F major and then throw down the D note. Now this is either characterized as a F6 or it just is called by its regular name, D minor. R. A D minor looks like an F and it uses the D note. The reason why it's super special to explain it this way to you is because every single key has a sixth. C's is A, C, D, E, F, G, A. G has a sixth of E, G, A, B, C, D, E. All the notes in E minor are all the same notes in G major. So if the only sharp in the key of G major is F sharp, that means that the only sharp in the key of E minor is also F sharp. They're super special together. We'll talk about that too in a couple weeks. However, I just want you to know that's what F sharp and D sharp minor are. That's what F major are, and then D minor. And if we went to E, we would have C sharp minor as is. If we went to E flat, it would be C. You could keep doing that mechanism and going down on both sides, and you will get the relative major and relative minor. It's awesome. Okay, so the last note we're gonna play is a C7, C major 7, C7, C dominant 7, and it just so happens the chord that's called a C7 is also called an E diminish. F major, G minor, A minor, B flat major, C major, D minor, E diminish resolves to F. That's a lot of notes. So when we're playing songs like Twinkle Twinkle, we start to see these not as just chord songs, but as root position progressions. 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 7, 1. Did you catch that? C, 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 F, F, C, C, F, F, C, F, F, C, C, F, F, C, G7, C. Those are all the notes we're playing, but we called them by their root position and by their interval position. So C, D, E, F, F is the major 4, and then B diminished would be the 7. Or you could call it G major 7, G dominant 7, which is why the 5th of a chord made into a dominant note, adding the minor 7th, makes it sound like you're diminished. I know that's a lot of information, but we're gonna really drive this point home until you totally get it. The fact is, we could say it now in 3 keys. In the key of C major, B diminished is only found in C major and its relative minor, A minor. In G major's diminished, F sharp diminished, is only found in the key of G major and its relative minor, E minor. And in the key of F, today's key, F major, what we have is its relative minor, D minor, has the same sort of tonality and movement. In an F, C7 is the thing that we call an E diminished, and it goes back to an F. So in our song today, when we play Jingle Bells, I think one of the things that we could do is to see that the Jingle Bell kind of like, what is it called? The melody and then the rhythm kind of move together. So with Jingle Bells, we would have second, 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 open, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, open, 3, and then open on your E. We would have open E again, and then E, and then up top here to the C, E, C, B, A, and then here's where it gets interesting. We're gonna play an F sharp, D, E, D, C, A, B. Then we're gonna go down to our D, 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 A, G, E, B, D, B, A, G, E, E, C, B, A, D, 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 E, D, C, A, G. Chorus. B, B, B. Quarter, quarter, half note. B, D, G, A, B. 2, 3, 4. C, 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 B, B. 2 and 2, 2. Open, open, 2, open. 5. Back to Jingle Bells. B, 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 D, G, A, B, do, do. Up to C, 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 B, B, B. Second ending. D, D, C, A, G. That's the melody. Here's the rhythm. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way to. Back to the C. Oh, what fun it is to ride out of key, but to the A7. Just open sleigh, D7. Oh, G again. Jingle bells, oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Back to the 4, the C, to the 1, the G, and now we're gonna play D7. It's gonna function as our diminished. We're gonna call it a dominant 5, and then back to the 1. That's the end of the tune. I really hope you enjoyed this tune. I did have a fun time playing it too. I always enjoy seeing you. I hope you had a great time this week, and we'll see you next week. Aloha.